The thing sabotages the slightest idea of a blood test by destroying all the needles and medical equipment they might need to do one. And since all traces of the blood test used at Outpost 31 are gone, they have to come up with a new test. Pavel figures a urine test could work just as well. They stay close, but some members still need privacy when giving the urine samples. That privacy includes barely keeping the bathroom door shut as they wait outside, flamethrower pointed at the door. Once everyone is given a sample, they're all handcuffed except for Kate and Pavel. Some argue against the idea of being cuffed. Pavel administers the test, admitting that he wasn't tested previously when they did the mouth test, and that if he were an alien, he probably wouldn't mention the idea of a blood test to begin with. He shows that he's clean. Knowing the thing's aversion to fire, they put the sample over an open flame. Next to be tested is Blake, and he's clean too. He's uncuffed and given a blowtorch. After that, just for safety, Kate's urine is tested. It doesn't react either. This is when Gennady begins to speak up.
This is ridiculous. Here's an idea. Kate's always talking about aliens. What if she's one of them?
Pavel defends that so far she's never broken up from the group.
Well, what if she was one all along, under our noses since winter?
Kate counters that if that were the case, they would all be infected by now. Blake adds,
Besides, the test says she's clean.
Gennady shouts,
But how can you be sure?
Pavel argues it's because the urine is pure cellular activity. It can't wear anything, and without a brain, these cells are bound to respond on instinct. It's their biological code to avoid threat. It's got nowhere to hide. It's just a puddle. Whitley is clean and given a thing of gasoline. Koretsky's urine sample reacts, and although he protests, he's unfairly burned and killed by Kate as he's left screaming on the floor. After he goes still, they put out the flames. Olga is clean and given a flare gun. She's told that if another turns out to be inhuman, Whitley is to douse it in gasoline and she's to take the shot. Once Gennady is tested and said to be clean, a loving relief comes across Olga's face. Gennady quickly rushes to her and she plants a kiss right on his lips. Kate notices. Hey, none of that. You can't be too sure. Gennady is given a taser.
What good is this gonna do?
Kate answers. It might not kill it, but the burn may stun it long enough for us to fry it. There's only one left. North. They all turn to him. Let's just get this over with. I know what I am. I know I'm not one of those things. Come on, show him. They test him, and he's clean. North is given a flare. He scowls. You gotta be fucking kidding. Gennady chimes in.
Privet, it's better than a taser.
Whitley airs his complaints.
At least you weren't given a tank of gas. What am I doing? Killing organisms or filling my car?
Kate understands the frustration. She focuses on North before turning and gesturing towards Whitley. I know it's not much, but it's all we have left. North asks, what about the flame grenades? Pavel chimes in, those would be too dangerous in such close quarters. Whitley barks, but a flamethrower isn't? Pavel raises his voice, a rarity, screaming at Whitley, asking if he wants to burn the entire camp down. He explains that those bombs spread faster. An argument breaks out. Whitley gets up in Pavel's face. Kate tries her best to break things up. Guys, there's enough flares for everyone to share amongst themselves. Blake walks up to them. Not to mention, with our firepower, we're sure to keep you safe. Kate adds, the goal is to split up as little as possible, never get caught alone, and never give it an advantage. Cut to an outside shot of the base. It's night. The storm has well arrived. They look down at Koretsky's charred body, and then outside to see the snow falling hard. Whitley mentions that there's no way they're going back out there anytime soon, and Gennady admits, although he hates the idea of keeping these bodies in here, even if they are dead, there's always the morgue they can put them in. Pavel thinks that sounds like a good idea. North agrees. Yeah, it beats letting it sit there and stink up the place. Pavel asks if that's his main concern. North answers, no, but if we're already in a shit situation, I don't need a room smelling like literal shit to make it worse. Pavel, North, Olga, and Kate wear gloves and wrap Koretsky's body in a blanket to stay safe from any possible infection. They work together to carry the body to the morgue. Blake, Whitley, and Kennedy follow. When they make it into the morgue, they open an empty drawer and put the body down on it. Koretsky's arm flops out. It's hanging limp. Kate notices something amongst the burnt skin. "What's wrong?" North asks, noticing her look down. "What do you see?" Kate's bottom lip trembles. Both her lips hang slightly open before they're put back together when she gulps. "Koretsky's tattoo." Olga looks like she seems to have a hard time following, like she forgot a few details. Pavel understands what Kate's getting at. Pavel looks at her and leans in. "Don't you see? The alien can't assimilate inorganic material." North enters the conversation. "So what you're saying is Koretsky was human?" Kate nods as she tries to process what she had done. "But wait, wasn't this debunked?" Olga asks. Kate looks at her and stutters. Only the fillings were disproven. It Pavel helps Kate out. "It can't replicate altercations to the skin. That's why I was almost certain Whitley was human, but for safety's sake I tested him anyway." Kate steps back. She's sweating and has trouble catching her breath. Blake is behind her and puts his hand on her shoulder. "Hey, you okay?" She flinches. "Don't fucking touch me." Her back hits the wall. She slowly slides down into a panicked ball. "It framed Koretsky. I'm a murderer. I should have known. He screamed like a normal person. It's too smart. It could be any one of you." The thing found a way to get around that test by swapping the labels on the urine samples while nobody was looking. Kate has a mental breakdown. There's just too many questions. What about hair or fingernails? Those are dead cells. Do they grow long? How does it replicate it to begin with? Blake implores. "Kate, relax." Kate continues. "It's like you have to look at every single minute detail of a person." Whitley comes in. "Kate, just calm down." He has his hand up to show he's not a threat. Kate doesn't stop. There's no hope. We should just kill ourselves now." She screams that they should all die. She shrieks before jumping up and running out of the room towards the kitchen and dining room where they conducted the test. She had taken off the flamethrower to help carry the body. "She's headed towards the flamethrower," Blake shouts. They chase after her. Blake tackles her, and they struggle on the floor for a bit. Kate tries to take Blake's blowtorch. North rushes up behind them. Blake asks, "Isn't there anything we can give her to put her out?" North takes a pistol he's been carrying out of his holster and whacks Kate in the forehead with the end of it. Both Blake and North slowly turn to each other. North's eyes bulge as he answers Blake's question. "That